Hey guys, so today I'm gonna react to a video from Reddit that's basically describe how a peaceful protester got arrested mid-interview after speaking out against U.S. action in Venezuela. Of course, that's would be against First Amendment rights. Then they cannot arrest you or detain you for First Amendment rights. That's violating the U.S. Constitution. Just to clear that out. But let's check out the video.
This is not just a foreign issue, it's our tax dollars that are also being used to commit these war crimes. It is also the duty of us, the people, to stand against the Trump regime. The Trump.
Yeah, nothing she's saying is wrong. You're allowed to be against Trump's actions. You're allowed to criticize the president, aka Trump, and his administration. That's all part of First Amendment rights. If Trump, which what Trump is doing right now, doesn't like that, doesn't mean anything. But what Trump is doing is arresting them people to arrest these people. Cops feel like now they have to arrest them. That's illegal. That's violating the U.S. Constitution, and that's what happens when you have a dictatorship. You do not want that.
Administration that are committing crimes both here in the U.S. and against people in Venezuela.
Now, in the background of this interview, you could see that police car. And now, right here, we're showing you video we have immediately after the interview finished. Plickta was arrested by two Grand Rapids police officers.
Again, police officers, doesn't matter what level of police you are, local, state, or federal, doesn't matter. You're not supposed to be arresting someone who's just interviewing for expressing First Amendment rights. And that's a big issue. People, they should be angry about this. You should be making sure that you take the midterm election this year extremely seriously. Because cops like these should not be cops. This is why when people say they hate cops or I don't trust cops, defund the police, fire all the all current police officers for the most part. This is the reason why cops keep doing shit that keeps violating people's rights because they see who's the president right now, aka Trump, and they think they can do whatever they want. Why are you wasting time with this lady instead of going after people who are actually dangerous? Why don't they go after MS-13 gang members in high numbers? Why didn't they go and infiltrate a white supremacist organization? See what they might be planning that might oppress people's rights to vote, that might target someone because of the skin color race. No, police could be very tactical. Focus on actual domestic terrorists, locally like white supremacist groups, the neo Nazis, the KKK, the skinheads, etc. But yeah, they're focusing on this lady expressing First Amendment rights. There's something that should make you worry, people.
You can see it in the video, and an officer tells Plickta that she is being arrested for obstructing a roadway and failure to obey a lawful command.
Okay, how is she obstructing a roadway? This looks like a sidewalk to me. That looks like the road. So I'm very confused how this is the road, this is sidewalk. So how is she obstructing the roadway? I'm very confused.
Police officer, you can see as she's taken away in that car. She was issuing a number of messages about wanting the U.S. to free Maduro. But again, she was taken away by police officers there. And you can see in this video, officers were closely following this procession in downtown Grand Rapids. We have reached out to
Yeah, people are allowed to protest peacefully. That's also part of your First Amendment rights. Free, you have freedom to protest, have freedom of the press, so you can be a journalist and be truthful. You have freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and freedom from religion. That's all part of the Constitution.
RPD for more information about the arrest, but we have not heard back so far.
Yeah, that to me doesn't make sense. That's when the cops should really think twice and be like, you know what, they're protesting peacefully, and don't do stupid shit like this. Go after real criminals. The problem is that cops are taught to protect property of the wealthy. They're not taught to protect civilians and serve the civilians, unfortunately. Not every cop is like that, because I know there'll be people maybe in the comment section were saying, oh no, blue lives matter, all the bullshit. The thing is, until cops, I mean, like to 99.99% of them don't do shit like this constantly, which mean, and we can see the opposite happening, that'll be great. Stop arresting people who express the First Amendment rights. Focus your resources on actual real criminals. Go after domestic terrorists, local domestic terrorists like white supremacist groups. work as a local police officer should be working with the state police and federal law enforcement like FBI to go after white supremacist groups, to go after the ones that are doing illegal shit, to go after insurrectionists. That should be your goal as a police officer. Your goal in terms of when it comes to civilians, right? Civilians should be community service, should be community oriented policing. You should be using proactive policing methods to go after the wrong people. You should be building out communities so that people can trust you that you're not gonna fuck with them for expressing their First Amendment rights. It's not that hard, people. It's not that hard for cops to be trained to do this. But you're gonna have to change the whole regime. When you have the president who violates the US Constitution on a daily basis, aka Donald Trump, and his entire regime, all his goons do that and don't follow court orders, etc. It empowers people like this to continually to violate people's rights. Now, if someone wants to be a decent cop, be like, no, I'm not gonna arrest this person for doing this. Now, they may get in trouble for doing the right thing, but at least you're not standing on the wrong side, right? You're not joining forces with neo Nazis. You're not joining forces with oppressors that want to be dictators. You're doing the right thing. Because Trump is not the only example of a wannabe dictator in the US. A bunch of his people in his administration the same way. You have a bunch of local and state politicians, not just federal politicians, Congress, for instance, um, who want to act like a dictator. You can see this in many states, especially in particular red states where you have mayors and governors who really try to remove people's rights. It makes it very hard to vote. So this is not an isolated issue in just it's just Trump and his goons. It's bigger than Trump and his administration. And this just shows that there's a problem going on here. But that's my 2 cents. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this whole situation. If you agree with the cops arresting or not, if you agree or disagree with me. We can always have the discussion. All right, guys. If you like this video, like and subscribe. If you're watching this on TikTok, follow us on TikTok and support us on Patreon. Have a good day.